Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Lawrence from SimCoaches. And if you're looking at different direct drive bases, I want to tell you guys why we basically use SimCoaches bases for all of the builds that we do here. Now, we've tested out a couple different bases. We've done all the SimCoaches. We've tried a bunch of different Fanatec bases. And you know, after testing and kind of seeing the build quality and how all of these things are, we've really come to just really enjoy the consistency of the SimCoaches bases. So every single one of the different builds that we have here inside of the shop, like this one, you will see they all have SimCoaches on them. Now, we do have the different sizes that we put on each one of these. Like this one has a SimCoaches as well. Like this cockpit that we're actually looking at right now, we use Pros on these, whereas the other ones use the Sports, and we've never actually really messed around with the Ultimates a whole lot. But every single cockpit that we do build, we make sure that we use SimCoaches. Now, there's really three main reasons why we're using SimCoaches on every single build that we have. Hey guys, super quick break from the video because I want to tell you about the Formula rim that we're releasing extremely soon. We're coming up on the official launch of our Formula steering wheel, and I don't want you to miss out on any of the details. So if you want to be part of the exclusive list, then what you need to do is text WHEEL, W-H-E-E-L, to 702-246-2295, and you're gonna get on my exclusive list of guys that I will personally text to let you know all the details about it. All right, this is exciting. This is such a cool Formula rim, and it's going to be the first of its kind. So you guys need to know and be the first to know when it's going to go live. All right, so text WHEEL, W-H-E-E-L, to 702-246-2295, and I'll get you guys on that list. All right, text it right now. Number one is reliability. Now, the way that these motors are built, they're very, very simple. Everything just plugs right here into the back, and they're just really a like a stepper motor that runs everything. The back casing here does all the encoding. But these motors always work, they're always running. We've not actually run into very many problems at all with our SimCoaches. And the problems that we have run into with it, for the most part, have just been like software stuff that maybe were even some error on our end. The simplicity of it and how it works all the time is one of the things that I like a lot. We don't have to worry about updating. There's nothing like that we have to do when it comes here to the SimCoaches. Now, we've not had to reach out to support or done anything like that, so we've not been in contact with SimCoaches very much. So because of that, I can't really speak on if there are problems with the product, how well that's gonna go through. But I will tell you this, it works every single time that we ask it to, and that's what really matters. So I intend, or I hope, that we won't actually have to hit SimCoaches up at any point because their sim bases really seem to work all the time. Now, the huge range in the bases is a really nice thing that we like. Right now I'm sitting next to our go-kart simulator, and on this simulator we actually use the SimCoaches Sport. So less Newton meters, a little bit smaller, but that's because this is for the little kids, and we don't want to be hurting anybody. And even with that, the SimCoaches Sports, this guy does 17 Newton meters of power. I mean, it outputs a good amount of force. When you're sitting here inside of this the go-kart seat and you have the go-kart wheel on here, it really feels like you're driving a go-kart. There's a lot of tension on this steering wheel. And so because of that, we like using the SimCoaches even on the go-kart sims, not any of the belt-driven or lower end direct drive bases. We like using this one because it actually has the force and feels really kind of like the real thing when you're racing the go-karts. Now, there are the three different ranges on the SimCoaches bases you could choose. You could choose the Sport like we have here, you could choose the Pro, which we use on our higher builds, or you could even choose the Ultimate. Now, the Ultimate does have a ton of power, has a ton of torque, and in a lot of cases it's actually overkill for many of you guys. So if you are looking at a direct drive base, I definitely recommend though looking into the SimCoaches Pro, because the difference in price from the Pro to the Sport, it's not really that big. It just depends on the size of the human that's going to be holding on to it, because you don't want somebody to get hurt because they have too much power, but you don't want to cap yourself because you didn't get the one that had just a little bit more. You know, it's a 17 Newton meter output power on the Sport to a 25 Newton meter output power on the Pro. So pretty big jump in power range there for not a lot of whole difference in money. I must say, I really do enjoy the front mount of the SimCoaches as well. I think that it looks really good, and the best part also is it keeps your knees free, so you're not going to end up having your knees hit anything because it's not sitting on top of a shelf. So the front mount is really nice, it's really cool. Now, the third big reason why we're using SimCoaches on all of our builds is actually just because of the availability. It's really easy for us to get our hands on any one of these units, so we can reliably build each one of our simulators the same because we're using a unit that we can get our hands on. Now, it's really high quality, it's easy to get the hands on, and it's priced really great, so why not use it on every single one of our builds? They have a size that can fit on our go-kart simulator to our light simulator all the way up to our Pro chassis. So because of that, we saw that it was actually a really good fit for us, and the build quality and the quality of just the brand is someone that we actually enjoy partnering with. So this is why we use SimCoaches on all of our builds, and I really think if you're looking at a direct drive base, you should look into SimCoaches for yourself. They work really great, they feel awesome, and there's so many users that actually have SimCoaches as well. So you could go on their True Drive software and you'll be able to even find different guys that uploaded profiles and whatnot, maybe for different driving styles that you're interested in, and that's just really cool. And there's a lot of people that even know about the wheelbase, so having the community or the people that you can ask questions and have them answer and kind of give you feedback so you don't have to reach out to the company itself, that's a big deal. So that's super cool. Hopefully you had a good Halloween. Let me know what you guys dressed up as in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, because that helps us grow this channel. And with that, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Peace out.